Hey friend, I filmed 65 plus watercolor tutorials this last year in 2021. 65. There's 52 weeks in a year, and that means there was more than 52 tutorials this year. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite or my best 5 of the year. Starting with number 5. This one is actually one of, I guess out of 65 for sure, it's top 5. Might be higher than 5, but we're giving it 5 because the other ones are so good too. Is the easiest way to paint 10 trees watercolor video. I loved this video because I'm covering the different shapes of different types of tree, like a cylinder shape or a umbrella shape. There's a lot of different shapes that we're covering, and how to use dry brush or wet and wet technique to get different depth and textures and light and dark shadows in a tree using watercolor. So if you are painting landscapes or you want to learn how to paint trees better or different types of trees, this video is awesome. Definitely check it out. My 4th best watercolor tutorial of 2021 is my watercolor video on Icelandic poppies. Ooh, was this one. This one was a looker. Mostly, actually pretty much all of it was done wet and wet. There's a lot of blooming and crazy blending happening with these colors, and I did it on a 9x12 sheet of paper with the poppies taking up the entire sheet of paper and kind of running off the edge. And it's one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. I can't wait to get this on some products for my licensing side of my business, and it's just a really beautiful painting and really fun and quick, so make sure you check out that video. Loved it. So my 3rd best watercolor tutorial of the year was 5 floral watercolor principles that will help you master every flower. So in this video, I go over 5 different things that I'm not going to tell you about in this video because you have to go watch it, but that will help you master any type of flower that you paint, whether it's realistic or loose, in any shape, from a rose to an iris to a hydrangea to a poinsettia. Doesn't matter. This video is going over the 5 foundational principles that you need to know in order to master any type of flower. Really good one. Make sure you check it out. Also, just to mention as a side note, that one kind of flew under the radar a little bit. Like, it didn't get as many views as it should have. So definitely, you probably missed it. And you know, algorithms and even like the name or the title of the video probably made it fly under the radar, whatever, because it's an amazing video and you should go check it out. And then my 2nd best tutorial in 2021, we're getting in the top 2, was the Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor Flowers. This video is extensive and it's awesome. It's basically like the deep dive course on watercolor flowers. So in that video, we talk about sketching leaves, sketching flowers, all from basic shapes. So if you're not comfortable with sketching at all, I teach you how to get comfortable and how to observe the shape of the flower or the leaf or whatever the subject so that you can sketch it with ease. So from S curves and C curves and basic shapes for flowers and leaves, and then we do basic strokes and we do basic and loose style flowers. 3 different styles. We paint an anemone, we paint an iris, which is a very tricky one, but I show you how to do it, and delphinium, so a stalk-shaped flower, exercise, and then we bring it all together at the end of the video for a full floral composition video, and I'm giving you all my trainings and tips that I would give in a workshop or a course on composition, so that if you need to master flowers, loose style or realistic, and you need to master things like composition and you don't understand how to approach a empty sheet of paper or blank sheet of paper, and this is your video. And then, drum roll, film guy, please. My best video of the year was the Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor. Guys, I poured in my actual in-person workshop that I used to teach all over the world. I went to Singapore, France, Australia, Canada. I almost said Canada, sorry Canadians. New York, where else have I been? All over the world to teach this workshop in person, and I've taught it online and charged money for it, but I decided to bring it to my YouTube channel for free because I don't know, I love you guys, I guess. And this thing is a deep dive into watercolor. In this video, we cover watercolor supplies that will make a difference. So what supplies I use and what to look out for when you're shopping for supplies. We talk about color theory and understanding how colors work when you're using watercolor. We talk about the two most important watercolor techniques that you must know, which is wet and wet versus wet and dry. I talk about pushing, pulling, and poking and dry brush effect in this section of the video. And then we talk about watercolor brush techniques that you need to know. So some shapes and some different effects you can get with your brushes and dry brush and consistency of your paint. And we also talk about compound strokes and how to achieve compound strokes with your brush. We also talk about painting a basic watercolor flower, so compound strokes to achieve leaves, how to paint stems, how to paint a teardrop shaped petal versus other shaped petals, and painting an actual flower with stems and leaves. And then we end the video with painting a full floral wreath and talking about color mixing, composition, and all of the strokes and everything that I use to achieve all of these different shapes in this floral wreath. So even if you are interested in painting flowers, let's say, all of the strokes that I cover and techniques that I cover in this video will change and transform whatever you're painting, whatever type of subject you're painting. So that was by far the best video of 2021. This video showed you all of the top 5 out of the 65 tutorials that we filmed, recorded, edited, put music to, and published this year. And I guarantee you, I mean, there probably are some of you out there who are hardcore Jenna Rainey fans and watch every single video, and to you, we are very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't seen all of our 65 videos this year, then make sure you go check out my actual just main homepage channel. We have a ton of playlists so that if you like it kind of organized by topic or theme, check out the playlist section of my channel, or you can just go by newest or oldest of my videos there. But if you have watched a bunch of our tutorials this year, please type in the comments below of this video what your favorite tutorial of 2021 was. I would love to know, just for future reference. It might inform what other types of videos that we do are similar or along the same topic, or it could encourage people who maybe haven't seen that video to go check it out. So thank you so much for all the support, all the engagement this past year. 2021 was a huge year of growth for our YouTube channel, and we have so much amazing stuff up our sleeve for 2022. So thank you as always for the support and watching our videos, and I'll see you in the next year.